we are back. So, last we left off, the crew has found themselves in the galleries of Lord Sin's palace. The curator announcing that you should peruse the master's works while they dealt with the intruders that had passed through the normal wards and guards. Allowing the Lord himself to gather and prepare a proper welcome for his long-lost bride. The first room you entered, known as the Tapestries of the Damned. Each of these tapestries depicting a type of gruesome end, possibly torture, to various victims at the hands of beasts, creatures, men, the elements, all a spectrum of horribleness. And just a caveat, a taste of what might be to come in the near future. With Resire, somewhat accidentally entering into the boiling the cauldron, full of an acidic stew, able to retrieve the leg, which had a piece of key attached to it. Easily enough. You need 3 pieces to pass into the next room, as the only door visible has a strange lock to it, and it appears that if you assemble 3 of these keys together, it will make the proper shape necessarily to enter the next room. Resire retrieved the one from the cauldron, while Rogar retrieved the one from Just Desserts, a frozen landscape with a pack of vicious yetis ripping apart a unassuming victim. Where Rogar entered, began to fight a pack of yeti, quite literally, and ultimately tackled and retrieved the now severed head with the key attached to it before fleeing back out of the portrait after being swarmed for several rounds. At this conclusion, noticing that you needed a single key left, and 3 of you yet to enter into any portraits, Velree volunteered herself to pass into the barbecue portrait. As Velree was quite literally sucked into the hellscape that is to follow, you find yourself completely almost like choking for air, Velree coughing. It is beyond hot, as there are quite literally flames dancing around you on the floor beneath you. The walls are immolated. This looks like perhaps it's hard to tell what kind of structure it is. There's so much fire, so much warmth. There is a screaming man, or screaming person. You can't even tell if it's a man or a woman, charred and immolated, literally burning, clutching at the ground, trying to crawl towards the only opening, leaving this inferno, with a large brown, like furred devil creature, tall, about 9 feet tall, with a massive pitchfork jammed through the person's leg, pinning them to the ground to where they can't escape. I'll remind you that a key on a ring is attached. They are currently holding in one of their immolated, charred fists as they're trying to crawl away. The victim, that is. But that is the current scene, Velree. Velree, are you resistant to fire damage?
No.
Okay. Upon entering the barbecue, you will instantly take 12 points of fire damage.
Oh, this is a great idea. I love it.
As you are beginning to burn. Velree, you get to act before the devil does. What would you like to do? Or should I devil, demon? It's hard to tell.
Right. Gosh, will my rage even help me at this point? Oh, fuck. I'm just gonna rage. I will rage.
Okay.
And I'm just gonna dash for that key. I'm going for the key, straight for the key.
You move, you run to the key, The man is the person is clutching it, trying to crawl away. They're literally burning.
Yes.
You move towards it. Are you going to try to take it from them?
He's holding on to it.
He's like clutching it in one of his hands as he's trying to crawl away.
I would just probably like rip if it seems easier just to rip off his hand or like
Disturbing. All right, Velree, you reach out and grab a hold of the person's wrist, and give me a strength. Well, you know what? Make an athletics check versus their athletics, which I rolled quite poorly. So I'm assuming you're going to easily surpass this. 24. Yeah, I've got a 10 over here. So probably you easily reach out and almost break their wrist. They're already like immolated and dying here. They scream out even more as the wrist snaps. The key falls to the ground. You scoop it up. And that is going to be your turn, Velree, as you stand in the inferno. The torturer, the creature, turns towards you and pulls its fork free of the individual that you ripped the thing from. And it is going to try to stab you with its pitchfork, Velree. All right, this is going to be the first one are 2 attacks. It's at this point, Velree, that what you didn't notice before is 2 large bat-like wings open up from its back. They kind of like as it opens, its body kind of like levitates slightly above the ground. And you see a massive, just a long tail kind of unfurl from its back with a barb on the end of it. The tail is going to try to hit you first. That is going to be a 18 to hit, Velree. Misses. The tail tries to pierce towards you, dodge out of the way. Attacks with the fork. A 20. That hits.
Yeah.
And a 15 misses. So one of them hits for not a lot of damage. 10 points of piercing damage. It's just 10 points of piercing damage.
Okay, and that's not reduced with my range. That has to
It is. It is.
It is reduced.
Yep.
So 5. Okay.
So 5.
Nice.
5 points of piercing damage. Go through because it doesn't say it's magical. And it would have to be. We're just going to go with it. It doesn't matter. All right, and that's going to be it for the torturer's turn. At the end of the round, Velree, you're going to take 14 points of fire damage. And it is your turn.
I'm dashing back to the painting.
You're immediately going to try to dash away. As you try to dash away, the creature is going to try to grab you. I need you to make an athletics check versus its athletics. All right, we're looking at a. I have a.
I don't get advantage on that since I'm raging, right? I just want to make sure.
You do. You get athletics on strength-based stuff. Yeah.
Let me roll one more time.
Because right now I'm looking at.
Okay, damn. 19 is my highest.
That's a 23. As it reaches forward and grabs you on the shoulder. So you try to pull away. You have your action at this point. Your speed has been reduced, though. You can't get away from it. So you tried to move away and it grabbed you. You still have your action. You can try to ungrapple yourself. You can use your action to disengage. Yeah, it'd be the same thing.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I think this is mine. Okay.
Okay. Give me another athletics test for this. Try to throw its hands off of you.
At advantage.
You still have advantage, yes.
Okay.
I rolled quite low for it this time.
Oh, okay. 18.
We tied at
Nice.
18. I always give the tie to you guys. So
Yes.
you managed to break free of its grapple, Velree. You currently are not grappled, but it is its turn now.
So I didn't get to use my movement? Or
your movement was when you tried to get away,
okay.
and it stopped
Okay,
you, so your movement
okay.
was reduced to 0. Okay.
Dude, okay.
All right. It's going to bring me to the creature's turn. It is... It's going to try to stab you again with its tail. It's going to be a 19 to hit. It hits this time.
It's a glancing blow.
It's a glancing blow. I'll need you to make a Constitution saving throw, which you're probably pretty good at.
I am decent.
You need a 17.
Oh, balls. I rolled really low. It's so dumb. Sad.
It's not just not showing it for some reason.
It was a 14.
14? That's going to be a fail, Velree.
No.
All right. Okay. So for the tail, you're going to take 10 points of piercing damage, which you can reduce to 5, and then reduce that again to 2 because you're raging. You are going to lose... Okay, no. You have an infernal wound. So it's not going to take place till the beginning of your turn. He gets to make 2 fork attacks against you, though. That's a 21 and a 23. Both are going to hit. First one is going to be 13 piercing damage, reduced to 6. And the second one is much lower. 11 reduced to 5. And that is the end of its turn, as it kind of like tries to move between you and the portrait. At the end of the round, Velree, you're going to take another 14 points of fire damage. And at the beginning of your turn, you're going to lose 8 hit points as you begin to bleed from the stab where the tail stabbed into you.
How close am I to the portrait now? Haven't made any progress?
You just have to make a move. If you're trying to flee, the best bet would be to use your action to disengage at this point, since you're not grappled. Then he does not get an opportunity attack, and then you can just run into the portrait.
Do I have enough?
Yes, you definitely have enough movement.
Okay.
You have the key in your hand. You push away from the devil torturer creature, and just run and leap. Still burning on the fringes of your body. As you plunge through the portrait and hit the ground. You look up at your friends, and you take an additional 12 points of damage as blood spurts out of your open wound, as it continues to bleed every 6 seconds.
Is she out of the painting yet?
She's out of the painting, laying on the floor, bleeding. Blood starts spurting out of a wound.
Yeah. Let's see. Healing word. As a bonus action, I'm going to cast Healing Word on my friend at 4th level.
Mm-hmm.
For 4d4 plus 4.
Do you have Cure Wounds?
Oh, I do have Cure Wounds. Would that be a better?
It's double the amount of healing.
It
for
is
the same slot.
Yeah, it is. So let's do that instead.
Yeah. Since you're not in combat, it would just be better.
Oh, did I just 3 out of 4 max?
33 points of healing.
Yeah.
Velree, as Rosiah rushes forward and places a hand on the wound, you see Velree smoking, like she's hot to the touch, Rosiah, as you touch her.
Yes. Also, she is on fire with gaseous effects coming off of her. Huh?
And you lay your hands on her and channel some of your divine healing into her body. The wound heals over, and you are no longer infernally wounded.
This has been an adventure of bonding for Velree and I, huh? We fly together, huh? We burn, we bleed, huh? Fall down, close gates, get into trouble. All the while, everyone else eats popcorn from the side of the river.
I would like to give my superior healing potion to Velree.
Appreciate
How
that.
did Rogar fare? He came out above half, right?
Rogar has been sitting down and trying to start a good old-fashioned short rest since
you guys can take a short rest if you'd like. If you'd like to take a breather.
Yeah. Let's take a breather. Short rest.
Great. Then Song of Healing?
Song of Rest.
Song of Rest.
Okay, I'm gonna play that while we're doing that. Funsies.
Yeah.
Is that what kind of bonus is that for the Song of Rest?
The D10 or 12, whatever your...
If you roll hit dice.
Yeah.
Short rest.
It's another D12.
Right.
Additional D12.
I think it's a D12.
Alright.
At this level.
Each of those creatures gains an extra 1d10 is all it says.
D10. Okay, it's a D10.
D10.
Like we roll it or you roll it?
You just go and roll your own. So you get an extra D10 of healing. Trist, you're going to be the man for the key during this time. The pieces of the key are handed to you, Trist.
Mm-hmm.
And you get to make an Arcana check, Trist, to put these together.
Put them together. All right.
Oh, no.
You will have advantage because you guys are taking a short rest, because you have plenty of time to do so. Doesn't look like you're going to need it, Trist. You got a 26.
No.
All right.
Yeah, you got a 26 from your first check. More than enough. Trist, you're able to take the pieces despite not being able to see them, and kind of moving over them. It takes you a few minutes, but within short order, you're able to click each piece of this key together until it makes like a 6-sided key. That looks like it would fit perfectly in the lock. At the end of your short rest, the party gathers themselves, and you approach the door. I need someone to roll me a D4, please.
Oh, yes. Always the D4. Or a 4.
A 4? Okay. I don't know if we have time to get through all this. You approach the door, and as you approach the door, who's opening the door?
I'll do
Velree is?
it.
Velree, the key's handed to you. You slide the key in the lock. As you turn the key, the lock itself is like a skull biting down where the key's inserted. And when you twist the key, the metal moves and shifts as if the mouth is opening. And the door opens in the center and pushes forward, revealing a hallway before you, leading to a very large double set of doors at the end of the hall. There are rhythmic tones echoing down the hallway from the direction of the doors.
Sounds kind of great. Like music, rhythmic tones, like drums, or like...
It sounds bassy and like reverberations, as if there is music. Less rave, more organ, opera.
Checks out. Is it dark? Can we see?
There's lighting, dim lighting. Most of you can see in the dark regardless, though. Triss can only see in the dark.
Is there
She's
anything
blind.
on?
Still.
Is there anything on the floor, like pressure plates? Anything in the walls?
Give
Or
me
how Indiana Jones is
a
this?
investigation check.
Oh, it's gonna be bad. Trist, would you like
He's
to
blind.
make sure that we're not walking toward it?
He can do
I
so
would
at
assume that
disadvantage.
the hallway of this mansion is not booby trapped.
But go ahead. Give me an investigation check.
Can I cast darkness on Trist so that he can investigate the hallway?
He can make an investigation check right now at disadvantage without you using a spell slot.
But I don't have to use a spell slot anyway because it's a
Okay.
racial trait. So I'm gonna go ahead and
use
use
it
that.
once a day. All right.
Yep.
Trist, darkness is cast upon you. The rest of your party is blind. You are the only one that can see now.
You just go ahead and we'll follow.
Give me an investigation check, Trist.
Hey. 21.
21. It seems to be okay, Trist. In the absence of light for your party, the rhythm of the tones coming from up ahead, is alluring and even interesting, especially to Zoom.
Is it safe, Trist?
Yes.
I am booking it ahead because that sounds like fun.
Okay.
Nothing is safe here. Let's be real.
Zoom immediately rushes forward.
Oh God.
The
Dispel darkness.
large double doors. The doors are 20 feet tall.
Nice.
Move to the doors and they're very heavy, but
Rogar, I'm
very.
gonna need an assist.
Yeah, Rogar comes up, puts one hand on it, and begins to just kind of like move one. As the door begins to open, you begin to hear the sounds of music entering the room that you are coming into. There is a grand, what looks like stage down below, almost like an opera hall. And there is a single individual down at the bottom
Left on this.
that is currently sitting at an organ, a very large organ, currently tapping away at keys and whatnot, very Phantom of the Opera style.
Oh.
And he stops. He has the pale white flesh of a Shatterkai, pointed ears. He stops and turns. He also, similar to the curator, he has black eyes. There is intricate tattoos across the right side of his face. He's wearing the vestments of not just a musician, what Zune would know as a director of almost like a band or a choir, a composer, even. As the
Hot,
individual,
tatted up composer with a big organ.
as he turns, the first thing all of you would notice is you all feel a little strange, hearing the sounds reverberating. And by
Alright.
strange, I mean you feel what's the word? You feel like an oppression on yourselves. And you feel weak, like physically weak.
I will be playing counter charm.
Yes.
You attempt to counter charm soon.
To attempt to counter charm.
As you begin to, I'm assuming you're doing this with your lute, with your mouth.
With my lute. With my lute.
You pull out
Unless,
You
I
pull
mean,
out
I'm
your
not
lute.
close enough to use my mouth, but
You
no.
pull
no.
out your lute and begin to play a counter charm. The oppression wanes slightly, and the individual down at the bottom of the stage begins to smile. I see we have a musician, yes?
We're having a music
Okay.
off.
I am the composer. Help me make the music of the gods. He snaps
Should
his
I wear
fingers,
this?
and instantaneously, the five of you are brought to the stage.
Oh,
As
God.
if you are not quite in a normal room. perhaps
This
the
is
bounds of
fantastic.
reality do not apply to what is going to happen.
This is beautiful.
As you see the composer, he stands before you, and he says, let's see who can do it the best. He raises his hands, and as he does, a skeletal band begins to rise behind him. A drummer, a guitarist, a bassist, himself leading vocals, and of course, a final individual on the organ, the keys. Says, of course, it would not be fair if I did not have some opposition, yes? He motions over, and skeletal instruments begin to rise from the ground. A drum set, an organ, the keys, a bass, a guitar, and a microphone.
We all agree it's Rogar on the drums, and Trist on the keys, yes?
I'll play the bass.
Of
Rogar
course,
proficient
Velree
in
plays the
horn?
bass, huh? Zoom will sing.
I will say,
You can sing and play if we
so
need to. So five
yeah,
things.
there are 5 things. There is the microphone. You guys will be participating in a music battle of sorts.
Yes. This is
Is that
going to
what
be
you wanna say?
amazing.
So, the drums.
We have never practiced this song. It's a beautiful time.
The drums are
So
tested
exciting.
with Constitution or Strength.
Let's come.
Actually, no, it would be
Not
Strength.
it.
The drums are tested with Strength. The bass is tested with Constitution. The organ is tested with Intelligence.
That's definitely Trist.
What else did I have? Organ, bass, drums, guitar. Bass, drums, guitar.
Vocals.
Oh, the guitar. The guitar was with Wisdom.
I'll be playing
Have
the
no
guitar,
wisdom.
huh?
Yeah.
And then,
You
of course,
sing,
the
Zoe.
vocals will be tested with Charisma.
I got the
Yes.
drums.
Okay, Velree's taking the
Zoom
drums.
Has
Rogar,
wedded
you're on
himself.
bass.
Going.
Rogar on the bass, huh?
All right. To lay out the groundwork of how this is going to work.
This is so good. What the fuck is even happening right now?
So there is you guys are going to take turns. This is a battle. This is quite literally a music battle that is going to take place against the composer and his undead band.
Hook him up. Let's do it.
You will go back and forth. The composer and his band have a certain amount of HP, and damage will be dealt on how well you can perform your musical instruments. And you will deal an equal amount of damage in dice to the roll of your proficiency with your instrument. You have to roll above a 10 to do anything. All right.
Nice.
Is if you have proficiency with a musical instrument that you are attached to, Zoom, your proficiency does count for singing, obviously. The rest of you, if you have any kind of musical proficiencies, they will let you add your proficiency bonus to your test.
I'm proficiency in horn. Does that count?
No, it does not.
Oh,
It does not.
You don't even have lips.
You don't have lips. That is true. That'd be a very strange
rude.
performance.
how dare you?
That
My
is so
tongue like
rude.
wraps around it or something. I don't know. You know?
That's
So,
embouchurist.
all right. I have the
Rogar
composer
can't make an embouchure.
and we'll roll for his initiative. All right.
We're having a battle of the bands, y'all.
All right. I need all of you to roll me initiative, please.
Oh yeah. It's mic check. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3.
All right. 23, 23, 17, 15, 11. So,
Play a little ditty
Zoom,
called The Ballad
Velree,
of
Rosire, Trist Rogar. Get you guys all in here. Trist, Rosire, Rogar. Okay. So, we'll be going back and forth. The composer begins to tap his mic to test it. There's a loud reverberation feedback noise. He says, yes, this will be glorious. Perhaps, what do you think, gentlemen? Allow them to take the first taste. And he concedes the floor to the party. First in initiative, it's going to be Zoom.
Yeah. And how does the scoring work? It's
So,
each of us.
You will pick if you wish to sing a song, you will get advantage. Like actually sing it in real life. If not, you will have a straight. If not, you will have a straight
The
roll.
wheels on the bus go round.
If not, it must be an acceptable song.
Aw.
Long time ago,
No,
me
you
and my
didn't
buddy
say
Sue
that.
were walking
And-
down some road.
If not, you will just roll. You will roll a
Play
musical
the best
instrument roll.
song in the world. I'll eat your soul.
Like just sing a whole song or just like a part of the song?
No, just a piece. You don't get me banned off YouTube.
Yeah, royalty free music, please.
Dear Lord.
Oh,
But-
Wheels on
Fair
the Bus
use.
is it copywritten?
Yeah.
I can do Wheels on the Bus.
Everything following
It's
this next
acceptable.
segment is under fair use.
So
Take that,
Shit.
Disney.
you will make a charisma check at advantage if you have, the tenacity
Charisma
to bring something.
Do I have to sing
you
well, or can I just sing something?
just sing something, and then
Okay.
you can add your proficiency bonus if
When I was
you choose.
a young son, my father took me into the city.
It's not your turn,
When I
Rosire.
was a young elf, my father abandoned me to my sisters to die alone in a cell.
I love it. Give me a charisma check at advantage.
Oh fuck! And can I add my
Yes, you can add
my
your proficiency bonus.
self-inspired? See, that's why. Okay, great. This is gonna be great. Okay, so at advantage, straight charisma check.
Plus your proficiency bonus.
Okay, not a charisma saving, a charisma
No.
check.
Charisma check.
Okay.
Technically, it would be a save for you because you're adding your proficiency. Doesn't matter. Just go ahead and roll it.
What? It does
Is it
matter
she?
for me.
What if she rolls a
I have like
performance?
What's that?
What if she rolls a performance? Charisma, isn't it?
we're- yeah. But I think she has expertise in that.
Oh yeah.
I do.
Well, you know
But
what? You
if I'm
have
doing-
expertage. So yeah, go ahead. That's fine.
I can
I
roll
mean,
a
you're a bard.
performance.
Yeah. Roll a performance check at advantage.
At advantage.
Yeah.
Okay. And I can add my other thing on top of that.
What other thing?
You said my song, my self-inspire. So if I'm not allowed, that's fine. But
That's fine.
okay. So
How many of those do you have
let's-
left, Zune?
I took a short rest, so I have 5.
Okay.
Thank you. 32
32. Dear Lord.
plus 4, 36.
36.
I hope his eardrums blow out with how fucking adorable
The rest of
I
the
am.
rest of the
Thank
band,
you.
the rest of your party begin to somehow they are able to play, not necessarily proficiently, but at least they're able to play something. We'll see how well they do in a moment. But Zune, you begin to rock the mic. You grab a hold of it, you begin to belt out the song, the tragic story of your life, and as you do, there is a reverberation that sallies forth from Zune. I need you to roll 36 d6.
This is when it would be nice for the website to use to roll our dice to allow for a keyed input for the number of dice to roll.
Here it comes.
She's bluff. Zune has blown
It's not
up.
gonna know. 117
crap.
points of psychic damage are unleashed from the microphone as the composer's band is shocked. You can see that some of them begin to kind of like crumple down and kind of like twist their heads in strange
Some
They
of them
were
got spaghetti
fucking
on their sweaters, don't they? Yeah.
And that's the end of Zune's turn. As Zune ends, the composer takes the microphone. And he is going to look towards the initiative roll because it needs who's next. Velree, you're next. You get to act before they do.
So do I have to sing the same song or different?
You do not sing, Velree.
Oh, balls.
You were on the drums.
Right. Do I have to drum something? Can I drum something for advantage?
Sure. What are you going to drum for us?
Hold on. I was picking out different songs. How am I supposed to drum though?
I don't know. You tell me.
Hold on.
But you know, like Tom Sawyer has a pretty sick
I know.
drum beat. You got Hot for Teacher.
I got-
You gotta feel it.
You know?
I
gotta
no,
feel
no. I just like how am I supposed to get y'all to hear it with my nails?
Sure.
Oh yeah.
That'll work.
Can you hear that? Testing. Can you hear it? Can you hear that? No.
Mm-mm.
Hold on. Hold please.
Oh man, we're going all out. We're going all out. It's happening. I'm not sure what we're getting, but we're retrieving something.
Looking for spoons, I believe.
Some spoons? Can I have like a pencil? Pen? Lost art?
Can you hear that?
Nope. The microphone will pick it up. It's not
Oh, I see what you're saying. Okay.
Put it close to the radio grab it.
Yeah.
Fans, please cover your ears.
Can you hear that? I'm
Microphone.
unplugging.
Your microphone's too good.
Listen. Is that better? Is that better? This is
Kind-
bullshit.
I know. I'm sorry.
I think the sheer amount of effort allows for advantage.
Well, it'll count. It'll count.
Okay. Let me plug this back in. Ugh,
Go ahead and make a strength check.
I was ready.
At
Okay,
advantage.
At advantage, bro. Oh. Well, just I don't get to do any cool. Okay, whatever, it's fine. Just a normal. 22.
22. All right. Go ahead and roll me. That's above the threshold. Go ahead and roll me 22 d6.
22. Oh, Jesus. Nice. On my screen.
All right. 84 points of thunder damage as Velree is able to begin to hammer out a cavalcade of almost like an inspired drum solo behind Zune.
Yes. I was gonna do it to the tune of "Complicated" by Avril Lavigne.
Oh, okay then. Okay. So begins to drum out. all of you feeling slightly inspired as she does so. That will, it's going to be the end of Velree's turn. Massive amounts of damage here are getting rocked out towards the composer. That is going to bring me to Tristan Varel. Composer did not roll very well for his band. You playing the keys, Trist?
Pulling the ivories.
I just would like to point out that this is very Stevie Wonder.
Exactly. You see Tristan pull out a pair of black glasses.
Of course he does.
So I didn't make a roll, or do you need me to actually like perform?
This is
I was
a.
like, very superstitious. I see you want it.
I mean, if that's what you, if that's what you want to do,
I went a different direction.
If hey, you do what you will do whatever you want to do. We're gonna end up making an intelligence check.
Okay.
So
we're playing like a different song, you know.
Sure.
We're all not playing the same song. Okay.
I mean, you kind of like fade in and out of different things.
Yeah. I mean, there's a slow piano intro,
Mm.
and then you hear Tristan very quietly. Every now and then I get a little bit lonely, and you're never coming around. And somewhere in the background you hear "Turn around," and then we keep going. I don't want to get copyright here.
Give me intelligence check at advantage.
Oh yeah, 24.
24. All right, go ahead and roll me 24 d6, please.
Fall apart.
God, you guys are rolling well.
Where? Hacha. 84.
Dear Lord. 84
Melted.
points of force damage reverberate from Tristan Varel as the echoes around the room just descend on the on the remnants of the composer and his retinue. That's gonna be the end for Tristan Varel's turn. That brings me to Resire. It is Resire's turn.
The entire Olive Rogar's Rednecks got to go first, huh? Yeah.
God.
Do I get the advantage with the ukulele?
Yeah, sure you do,
All right.
Resire.
And so, whatever this sounds like, this is going to be a copyright-free, fair use version of Thunderstruck, huh? You know?
All right. Give me a wisdom check at advantage, Resire.
Wisdom check at advantage. I'm also going to give myself divine favor for a 1d4 plus.
Sure.
And wisdom check. With advantage, yeah?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, you barely made it. Plus the d4.
Oh, but I critted on the advantage roll.
Yeah, exactly. 24. Add your d4.
Yeah, okay. Get a d4 in there. Come on, max that out too. It's 2. So 22.
26 total.
26 d6.
Yeah, 26 d6. Dear Lord.
Here we go.
Mm.
Yes. 89.
89 points of lightning damage. As lightning quite literally shoots from the guitar. It's Resire begins strumming. Lightning arcs out towards the composer's band. And last but not least, the mighty Rogar.
Oh, this is so awesome.
I was hoping it'd be ended. I hope it would be ended by now.
You're on the base. He's still up.
I guess I don't have a bass here. I don't play bass.
That's fine. No.
Actually, I'll take it, and I'm gonna start slapping that bass.
Slapping that bass.
the slap in that bass. Was going to be like,
Why am I hearing higher ground right now?
Okay, I love it.
Yeah. But yeah, what I do.
Okay. Go and roll me a Constitution check.
Okay.
See how you hold on. At advantage.
Advantage?
At advantage, Mr. Slapping the bass.
Slap in the bass. Ooh, I rolled the worst. 13.
13. That's barely above it, but it is enough to pass. So roll me 13d6, please.
Not really musically talented. 39.
39 points of, I think from the base, what was it?
Bludgeoning, maybe? Bludgeoning.
Yeah, it was. It was bludgeoning damage.
Hmm.
39 points of bludgeoning damage. Reverberate outwards as with each slap, a little wave of like hardened air hits the composer and his undead retinue. They look somewhat in shambles as the composer's like bleeding from his nose and his eyes. Ah, that was unexpected. Yes, we have a show. As he raises his hands, and you watch as out in the stands there are completely full as the lights shine, as there are full of these ephemeral ghost-like creatures floating in and out of the stands. You see skeletons and various other like zombie-like creatures begin to rise up within the crowd, taking their seats for the actual show itself. The composer takes the lead. He grabs the microphone and he says, "That was a hell of a taste, my friends. But what about the sounds of silence?" Well, that's where we're going to end tonight's episode of The Whispers from the Stars. We'll have to pick it up in the next one because this is going to go on for a little bit. We'll see how it goes.
What really is this? You were not ready to shred like we were. We shredded.
I mean, I have some
Impromptu on
stuff
the
already
spot.
ready. It's there.
Do you have a
Don't believe it.
ukulele? I don't
I
think
do
you
not
have
have a
us.
ukulele. I do not
Do
have
you have
ukulele.
Do you have a kitchen?
I'm not going to
spoon
show you
drum
what
set?
I've got back here.
I mean, you have to show us. You have to show us, or it doesn't exist. You have to let us continue this, or it didn't happen. You're not.
We're
What
gonna
he,
prepared.
what he
continue
actually
it.
has,
Damn.
is he has
Continuing
the
it.
kids' busy bee band back there.
I do have my child's drum set in the living room.
That's what I was gonna say. We're gonna have a little busy bee band back there, and that's it. Okay. All right. Yeah, I see how
So,
with the cliffhangers, you know.
yeah. Well, we gotta leave it there for now. I'm sorry, Joe. We'll have to pick this up in the next one. Everybody be excited.
We're ready
to do
for
it
Johnny
again.
to have done rosined up his bow like we did.
And yeah, we'll see if the devil went down to Georgia or not. Regardless,
He
though,
went down.
let's do favorite moments of the night. You know, let's start off with Tristan Farrell.
I mean, apart from the music, that's probably me everyone's favorites. The paintings were cool.
Glad
It
you
reminded
enjoyed
me
the
of
bands.
various things in movies and stuff that I've seen. So I liked the paintings. I thought that was pretty cool.
Appreciate that. And yes, disturbing. Rogar. Favorite moments of the night.
Yeah, obviously the music part was great. I like the idea of the mechanical castle, the shifting castle, shifting and moving, different hallways. Reminds me of Castlevania,
Yeah. A little bit. Might be some inspiration there. Let's move on over to Zune.
Well, aside from being the bard and totally wetting myself over the whole musical aspect, aside from that, I did really appreciate the kind of Francisco Goya sort of paintings, you know, Saturn devouring his children kind of stuff. I thought that was really well thought out. And I really like these. I love puzzles, and I love this heavy role play puzzle world. So I'm really excited, and I'm kind of angry we're ending early, but that's fine. I won't be too mad at you.
Don't be
I'm
too
excited.
mad.
I love this. I love
Good.
it. And thanks for letting me have that cloak. Yay.
Yeah, indeed. Rosire.
Of course, you know, I will not apologize for going on about the fantastic musical overtures of Rogar's Roughnecks, the Waskel Band, as it were. We are absolutely fantastic. I picture like it's coming up, you know, like Here and Now by Van Halen, you know, dun dun
Van
dun
Halen,
dun
yeah,
dun, dun. And then, stadium rock everywhere.
Mhm,
It's absolutely beautiful. Everybody jump, huh? But I gotta say, the painting was quite the surprise for Zoom to be like, "Hey, Rosire, why don't you just go grab the? Oh, sure, why not?
Fantastic.
Oh, this is a completely different existence now.
Yes,
That's
I'm
fine,
glad
that's fine.
nobody decided to go into void painting. It would have been disastrous.
Yeah, you know. Hey, why don't you go into that void painting while carrying your bag of holding? See
Dear
how that
Lord.
works out. Yeah, been bad.
And
No,
last
good
but not
times, fun
least,
times.
Velree.
Yeah, I thought that was actually pretty great. So he told to try and do it, and he just did it. Like, that was an obvious trap, you know? You go try it. See what happens.
Let's see what happens.
Terrible. You just did it. Oh,
Uh-huh.
yeah. But yeah, you know, I'm glad we all survived the paintings, because,
Indeed.
you know, Rogar tried to fight. I don't know. Grab and
He
run,
did.
bro. Grab
I
and
mean,
run.
he could have. It just was going to take a long time. And he might have
Yeah.
went down. Well, no. I don't know. It's possible. It's
It's
possible.
It's true. The Phantom of the Opera coming to life.
Hmm.
Yes.
Composer is here to stay. Hurt quite badly. We'll see how he does on his. He's got several abilities that he can do. And we'll be serving them up in the next one. This was the little trial round.
Can we keep him?
The
I get
composer?
things to go.
I doubt it,
Just-
but we'll see.
man.
You know, I get to introduce you guys to some of the rooms in the house. There's lots of rooms, and we will see how this goes. And of course, we're getting ever closer to Lord Sin and his reveal. Regardless, though, you know, if you've made it this far, thank you very much for watching. Do make sure to like and subscribe to the channel if you have not already. Make sure to check out both Velree and the Dan Decker. I have links to their social media experiences down in the description of the video. And of course, leave us a comment. We do enjoy reading them, and definitely would be excited to hear your thoughts on tonight's episode and what might be to come. So as
Look
usual,
for our new album to drop on Tuesday.
there will be no album. Do not sue me, anyone. And that is going to be that. So thank you very much for watching, and we'll see you in the next episode.